A 60-year-old Wells Fargo employee was found dead at her cubicle 4 days after she had scanned into the corporate office in Tempe, Arizona. The security guard had discovered her lifeless body in an unpopulated area of the building. Wells Fargo, you're fired. You failed.
I would never bank there.
No, right?
They did wrong.
You going to hell.
Welcome back. I'm Taisha Spencer.
And I'm Rod Carter.
And this is IYDK News. Kendra Rogers, the assistant principal at Collins Intermediate School in Texas, was attacked by a student and was left blinded in one eye. Take a look as she recalls the details of the events that took place that day.
Our behavioral teacher called on the radio to administrators for assistance. When I arrived, the teacher and students were outside the classroom. One student was holding his head, having been assaulted by the student remaining in the classroom. I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture. I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further. He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair. He picked up another chair to throw at me when another assistant principal entered the room. I used the first chair to block the second. He picked up a third and threw it at the other assistant principal, and I used that initial chair to block the one that he threw at her. After blocking the chair thrown at the other assistant principal, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket. I grabbed my face while blood was pouring out of my head and stumbled out of the classroom door. When paramedics arrived, they determined I would need to be airlifted to Parkland Medical Center in Dallas. I underwent surgery as soon as possible, and doctors were able to reinsert my eye. However, they determined I had been blinded and currently believe that my damage is permanent.
These some badass kids. You know what?
This is in high school?
I think it was. Yeah. I think,
Collins Intermediate.
yeah.
No, Collins Intermediate School.
It's a behavioral type of school. I don't know what age these kids are, but he didn't toss 3 chairs. And there's adults in there. There's the teachers, the principal. Like, how he get 3 chairs if there's adults in there? Then there's other kids in there.
But that's the crazy thing about teachers. Like, they can't put their hands on students. They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't tackle them.
That's the problem.
Right. They can't do any of that, and you end up going home blind. That's, you know what? Teachers are the most underpaid.
Yeah, they go through the most.
This woman then lost her eyesight. This
And
is
she was
permanent.
so pretty.
This is permanent forever.
Yeah.
You gonna be.
Look at her. She was pretty.
You're going to be waka-flocking it for the rest of your life because you was just trying to do a good deed. The rest of your life? That's crazy. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Especially...
I would have got fired that day. I would have put hands on kids that day.
Yeah.
I lost my eye.
Yeah. I would go back.
Yeah.
I would go back and somebody would lose something. Yeah.
I
would take his eyeball out and put it in my socket.
An eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye. There you go. There you go. We always got to make jokes out of stuff.
I mean, it didn't already happen. Our sympathy ain't gonna it ain't gonna undo the situation.
So let's not be sad for her.
No. I feel sad because she was so pretty before. Now she look like Viola Davis.
Viola. I don't feel the way she feels about you.
I love her. I'm just saying.
You don't love her or Viola. You're a liar.
Oh my gosh, moving on.
Moving on. She do kind of look like Viola.
See, no, don't say it now.
For all you wine bibblers out there, Beyonce has launched a whiskey line that offers a rich, buttery toffee flavor blended with spices, citrusy top notes with hints of honey, cherries. She calls it Sir Davis, named after her son, Sir, and grandfather Davis. You can pick one up for $89.99.
You
bottle,
can.
right?
You can, because I ain't picking nothing up for $89.99.
I don't drink.
Oh, that's right.
I don't.
You like apple juice.
I do not. I do. I like apple juice. Hey, everybody. I like apple juice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Shame me. But no, I don't sip of the devil's nectar. The only spirits that I partake of is the Holy Spirit.
Jesus turned water into wine. I don't remember reading in the Bible where it said that the devil or Lucifer or Judas or whoever else
All the bad people.
had
Gargamel.
anything to do with turning water into wine.
Oh, right.
Jesus knows
It's not wrong to drink.
that his people like to party.
I don't like to. I don't drink because
I'm just saying.
I don't drink because I don't like the taste. So
They got like stuff that don't taste bad.
I don't taste it enough. It tastes like battery acid. Okay.
How do you know what battery acid tastes like?
We don't have to talk about that.
We'll table that. We're gonna come back to that though.
We'll come back.
Yes, we will.
Keep it moving.
That's probably why you act the way you act. You know what? You ain't even gotta tell me. It's good. It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah. You gonna get a bottle though?
No.
Where they sell it at?
If somebody else pay for it, I'll get a glass. But I ain't buying that.
It's a rich buttery. Do they put butter in it?
I'm sure they don't. It's buttery because of the texture. It's smooth.
Oh, smooth. Why didn't you just say smooth?
Because it's Beyonce, and she's gonna say whatever to capture your attention. Like you just asked that dumbass question. That's why she put it there.
And yet I still asked the question. If she had said smooth, I wouldn't have asked it.
There's a horse on it. I wonder what this horse stands for, because the Renaissance and all her other like Beyonce stuff got a horse in it.
You really want to know what it stands for? You don't want this. You don't want me to answer this question.
Is this like a conspiracy theory?
It's not a conspiracy theory.
What's the horse stand for? The beehive is thick. You might not want to say nothing about Beyonce on this here platform.
Sting me.
We are not getting canceled. I am a part of the beehive.
You would be.
I love Beyonce.
You are a beehive.
Thanks. Sweet as honey.
No, you're just a hive, not the bees. And you're the beehive without the honey in it. You're a dried up, crusty beehive that bees used to live in, and they vacated and went someplace else.
We're gonna renegotiate the contract after this episode. I ain't putting up with this shit no more.
For lesser pay.
No.
I'm with it.
It's a wrap.
Let's go.
A group of thrill seekers got more than they bargained for at a Mexican-themed park earlier this month when they were left stranded on a stalled amusement ride nearly 250 feet above the ground in a rainstorm. Take a look at the viral video of them in the air. I could never.
Wow. It's raining too.
And there's kids. They gotta be kids on there.
That's gotta be freaking terrifying. Terrifying.
Oh, she look like she's crying.
A lot of people are crying. That is insanely terrifying.
You would have seen like streams of pee running down.
Doo-doo and all.
In the pee myself.
Pee throwing up. Doo-doo.
I feel so sorry for the little people who's on there. That's why I don't do like stuff up in the air. Like if it's not a plane, you're not about to get me on the roller coasters no more. Back when I was a kid, yeah, cool, but now, yeah, no.
That's crazy.
I gotta be able to touch the ground.
I would need some serious therapy. I wouldn't be able to go up escalators after that.
This would make you go to therapy? You don't think all of your other issues would make you go to therapy?
I don't have any other issues.
And
But that would give me some. I would be an imperfect person after that.
I wouldn't go into like an airplane or nothing after this. Like I'd be done with the sky.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That gives me chills right there. But see, anytime that I rode anything, it wasn't It wasn't anything like that. I wouldn't ride that anyway.
Like you got the floor on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. My feet are not about to be dangling in the air.
Right. I wouldn't ride that anyway. My thing is getting them down. The only way you can get them down is like nobody can climb up there, right? And it's raining.
And I don't think they care.
You up there with the lightning?
Oh yeah. I ain't thinking about that.
You of all people should be thinking about getting struck down by lightning. How you missed that?
Because it will never happen to me. I'm a Christian.
Move out.
You can move out the door.
A recent viral clip of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant talking to Cam Newton and Nick Cannon about the differences of being a high-value man or woman or a low-functioning man or woman has viewers thinking she's the female version of the late Kevin Samuels, which I personally love.
I don't.
You would. In the two clips we'll look at, you'll see Dr. Bryant hold both men accountable for the relationships with the women and the children in their lives. Let's take a look.
People see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you would say it, Dr. Bryant, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I said has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
What you think before we go on to the Nick Cannon?
I mean, right is right.
So, what's right? Because you're normally on the other side of right every time you answer.
No, I'm on the right side of right. Oh, no. She was on point.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
You're 1,000. She's 1,000 on point.
So this was the Nick Cannon.
Don't be getting happy.
I'm just saying, because we don't never agree.
Because it plays in your
Have
favor.
dealt with some people that
the
balance
right
me and are equally yoked, and at times have I been manipulative and prey on certain things just because I'm a man,
right?
And
but not all men do that. We don't want to blanket
I'm a
all
man,
men.
and
all
I will
men
take
do
advantage.
not prey and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans prey and manipulate, but in a man in a relationship,
not in a praying way.
If I see that I can say, okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm going to do and say whatever I need to do to get that.
But Nick, with all due respect, seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this, the reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there, who will allow you to do that, Nick. And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do, you're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree. I don't know if it's the Libra in me, if it's my abandonment issues as a child. I'm quick to be like, we agree to disagree, so I'm out. I'll run, I'll detach, I'll act like, I'll shut down, I'll internalize. And I know that's not healthy, but just as a man, to stay away from conflict with any woman in my life, I'll just be like, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You can have that.
So what's your thoughts?
I agree with her when she says that all men are not praying and manipulative. I think that all people can be manipulative, and most people at some point in time operate from a place of manipulation.
Whether known or unknown.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, there's a difference between manipulators and people who can be manipulative in their actions.
Yeah.
But see, that's the reason why I like Kevin Samuels. Because
Why?
Kevin Samuels told the truth. Now, his delivery was what it was, and you know what? Here's the thing: people who are not ready to change take criticism as an attack.
I agree.
And so if you getting huffy when Kevin Samuels would say something like, you got 6 kids, you 40, and you holding out for a man that makes 6 or 7 figures, you out your goddamn.
Most of the things that he said, I agree with.
Okay, all right.
So it literally was.
I would never know, though. I would never know you would agree with it.
Because it was the delivery. Like, you can tell me whatever your truth is, and I'll listen to it. And if it resonates, then okay, cool, I agree with it. But how you tell me is how that determines how I'll respond or how I react.
But that should, man.
It shouldn't what?
You can say that to a loved one, right? You can say that to somebody who knows you, who loves you, who cares about you. But
say what?
You can talk about it depends on your delivery. No, the truth is the truth.
No, delivery is all it is.
Delivery is all it is when it's a person that cares about you.
No.
But if the person don't care about you, it's still the truth.
No, because then it becomes about like a respect thing.
No.
You can't just come to me and talk to me any kind of way. I'm not one of those that take that.
It ain't like Kevin Samuels was cussing him out.
But the way he would talk to a woman, like, how are you a high-value woman and you have 3 kids and you're not married?
Something to think about.
So listen, we can go down a rabbit hole of that.
We can. I love rabbits. I love rabbits.
We don't have the time
with the rabbits
to go down a Kevin Samuels.
Bunny.
I like how.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
No, we will never have that much time.
Yep. I can't wait till she says something to the women, and then we'll find out.
She has.
Has she? Pull that up. Let's talk about that one.
No, because today is about these two. First of all, I don't like, before we move on, Nick Cannon, I don't think he received anything that she had to say. And I also think...
I gotta look at it. I didn't look at the whole thing.
Well, I'm telling you. His posture changed several times. He got very uncomfortable. And when he realized that she was not about to play with him, then, yeah, he kind of got defensive in his stance. Cam Newton, same thing. He tried to make her seem like since she was 40 and unmarried, then she couldn't give that kind of advice.
So she's unmarried?
But she's a psychologist, so she has a degree. She doesn't need a ring. Anyway. Moving on.
She wants one.
What was supposed to be an 8-day trip to space turned into months. Now NASA officials have announced that the crew will not return until February 2025. It has also been announced that the troubled spaceship will be returning to Earth without them. Let's take a look.
All right, playing it ever so close to see NASA making it official that those Starliner astronauts who were part of an 8-day mission some, 80 days ago are going to be up there at least another few months, all the way through February of next year. And it won't be the Starliner or Boeing returning them, but a SpaceX capsule at that time.
It's all a lie. But I'm glad that they said that they have rescue, like, boats.
What's the lie?
Where is space?
I'll start with between your ears. That's where I would look first. Are the astronauts in there?
That's why your head look like the globe. There's no outer space. It's in the ocean. It's above the firmament. Yes,
I'm using Bible words now.
Why do you think I'm just a heathen? It is by God's grace that I sit here through any episode with you.
Could be that shot that you keep in your purse over there. Why don't you go ahead and show the people what you got in your purse? Let's talk about what you got in your. Y'all want to see what you got in your purse?
It's holy water.
Yeah, okay. It's got a pepper on it. No, but you really don't believe in space?
I don't. I don't. Really? I really think that it's at the bottom of the ocean. I really think that it's water above the clouds in the sky.
Well, I agree that there is water, but it's not like a body. I mean, where do you think?
That's a lie. It is.
Where do you get these ideas?
It's not an idea.
Okay, where do you get these truths?
They know the truth. Because, aliens are coming from the ocean. They're not coming from in outer space.
You think you know somebody, and then they start talking.
And telling the truth, and then you just be like, how could she be this smart? How could she be this woke?
Smart and woke, that's what it is. Okay. There is an outer space.
You been there?
You come from there. You and Marvin the Martian.
They're my cousins.
And the other Looney Tunes.
They have said that there's aliens.
I'm sure. I don't doubt that. I believe that there's other beings, but you think they live in the ocean.
How are they getting into the world?
When you see
they can't get into.
Here's a question. When you see the aliens, are they ever dripping wet?
When I ever see I don't see aliens. You want to make me sound crazy, but I'm not crazy. I don't see the aliens. I'm actually very mad that I haven't seen the aliens yet. I go outside and just stare at the sky like, where are you?
You ever walk in the bathroom and see that shiny thing?
In the bathroom?
And that square thing. You ever look in it? Aliens. We good.
I wouldn't let my husband go on a space shuttle with another woman and be there.
Oh, he hitting it.
You know he is. She gonna come back with a space baby. They better leave that baby in space or they'll get in trouble.
Leave the baby up there by itself. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. A 60-year-old Wells Fargo employee was found dead at her cubicle 4 days after she had scanned into the corporate office in Tempe, Arizona. The security guard had discovered her lifeless body in an unpopulated area of the building. Who has a report? Is that NBC?
NBC.
All right, let's turn to NBC for the report, please.
A Wells Fargo employee went to work the morning of Friday, August 16th and never went home. Tempe police tell 12 News 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme scanned into work at 7 o'clock in the morning. 4 days later, police responded to the office building near Washington Street and Priest Drive for reports of a subject down. Prudhomme was declared dead. The Tempe Police Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating, but do not suspect foul play. A Wells Fargo employee exclusively spoke with 12 News, but asked not to be recorded or identified out of fear for their job. They say a colleague found Prudhomme dead at her desk in a cubicle while walking around the building on Tuesday, August 20th. Prudhomme's cubicle was reportedly on the 3rd floor and away from the main aisle. This employee says several people had smelled a foul odor, but passed it off as faulty plumbing. They say while most Wells Fargo employees at this Tempe location work remote, the building has 24/7 security, and someone should have found Prudhomme sooner. The incident left several employees feeling scared and uneasy. This employee wants to see new safety protocols in place, telling me, quote, "It's negligence in some part." A different worker also spoke with 12 News anonymously.
It was just
uncomfortable.
Again, calling on the company to do more.
Body was there about 4 days before anybody found it, before anybody walked up to her and just to say hi, make sure she's okay. She was just laying on her desk.
A Wells Fargo spokesperson previously sent 12 News a statement saying, in part, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of our colleague at our Tempe office," adding counselors through our Employee Assistance Consulting Service are available to support employees. An employee tells me their direct management offered those services, addressed the incident, and told workers the building was thoroughly cleaned.
How do you clock in 4 days later, you're found at your cubicle dead?
Right.
And let's be honest, because we know how corporate America is. Mm-hmm. The only reason why they probably really found her is somebody was just like, she never clocked out, and we're paying her.
Right.
All this money.
Right. It went past payroll day.
Yes.
And they said,
let's go look for her.
Right.
Because she never clocked out. That is so messed up.
Yeah. Real talk.
And we take our jobs so serious.
But you know what's crazy, though? Also, that also tells you, because all these corporate buildings have a cleaning service. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be dumping the trash at every cubicle. Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Somebody, it's a couple of people wasn't doing their job, including the dead lady. She was just sitting there on the clock.
Oh, that was so bad. I'm bad, but that was bad.
Stealing Tom in the afterlife. I'm going to get these checks.
Oh my God.
I might be out of here, but you ain't going to stop paying me.
That is not okay.
On
so many
levels. So here's the thing, though. How do they determine when they stopped paying her? I'm just saying, because if you clock the hours, right? Did she die during her shift?
So do you think they're gonna cut her a check?
Nah, but they got to give it to somebody. Well, if she got a will, whatever belongs in the will, whoever gets the stuff in the will.
She get paid for that day because she clocked in.
Right, but you don't know if she died an hour after she clocked in. So how do you?
She'll be paid for the day.
She'll be paid for the whole day?
She'll be paid for the day.
How do you know? How you know she'll be paid for the day?
That's a horrible question. Like, why is that what your mind goes to?
Because I'm a businessman, okay? I think about business. Every dollar matters. You got to count every penny.
No.
And so if you was just on the clock, if you came in and you checked out but didn't clock out, if you came in here and checked out but didn't clock out an hour after you showed up, you're not getting paid for that. And your family ain't getting your check. But they need to look at the security cam and find out when she...
You know how when you go to work... I'm sick of you. You know how when you go to work, you make like work besties?
Mm-hmm. She ain't got none. She apparently ain't got none. That's crazy. She ain't got no family either.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody... How old is she? 60 years old?
60.
She ain't got no motherboard friends. Ain't nobody check on her at church. She didn't show up with the gloves and the hat to pass out communion.
No, because she, bypassed church and went straight to Jesus.
This is true. But ain't nobody checked on her, though. I mean, she didn't even make it to the sick and shut-in list. Stuff. Wells Fargo, you're fired. You failed.
I would never bank there.
No, right?
They did wrong.
You going to hell.
That is so sad.
You are going to
Rest
hell.
in peace, Denise. We got to stop laughing at these deadly stories.
Well, stop putting them in the docket.
I'm going to have to stop putting them in there. Judge Ho Mathis.
Ho. Wow. Wow.
This is not funny. He getting divorced. Straighten up. Judge, stop laughing. Judge Joe Mathis, Judge Joe Mathis's wife, Linda, has filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. Rumors circulated that the famous judge was even cheating on her, even allegations of pedophilia. Judge Mathis has shut down all of those rumors and lets the public know that he has not given up and he will be getting his wife back. Let's take a look.
How are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask.
I'm not good. Rather, it's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say to other men, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. You see how many at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So I do want to ask, the date of separation is listed back to July 17th. Has this been coming for some time now, or was it something out the blue?
Well, ever since we started taping here in LA, I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road, doing the same thing. And in terms of going out into another city. But I was gone for 3 weeks. That's what July 17th meant.
Would you say you two are in a good place right now, or able to maintain a friendship?
Oh yeah, we're still in the same house and we're maintaining a friendship. And I'm trying to get my wife back. I have to show her that though. Hopefully I can show her while we're there together before, and hopefully she doesn't complete the process. But I'm changing in hopes that she will. I'm gonna get my wife back. How about that?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to eliminate all them rumors too, that it's something about a baby or even me molesting a child. It's none of that. I've just told you what it is.
There were also, kind of some rumors of any infidelity. Did you want to clear that up at all? You say it's solely neglect.
Well, neglect can create suspicion, certainly. And if you're gone as much as I am, you have every right to suspect. You go to work, you go serving the community around the country, then you go with your guys to sporting events around the country, you go to other events without your wife hanging with you and enjoying herself with you. And so, yeah, she would have a right to suspect infidelity.
But there was none of that going on.
That's not the purpose. That's not the reason for this.
You see? You hear the way he answered the question?
How did he answer the question?
He said, so there was no infidelity. He didn't say, no, there was no infidelity. He said, that's not the reason for this.
No, he said, that's not the reason, but she had every right to suspect that that's what it was.
Right, which means she has the right to suspect that it was, not simply because he's gone all the time. You don't suspect somebody's cheating just because...
You ain't never here.
He's working.
What that mean? You know how men are.
You know what? This show is over.
I'm just saying.
No,
I believe him.
No, just because. No, he definitely cheated for starters.
I believe you saying that.
He literally basically said it. He said it. He said so infidelity. He said so there was no infidelity. He said that's not the issue, or that's not the case, or he said that's not the reason for this. He literally said that there's infidelity, but this is not the reason why we're getting to it. Listen to it again.
No, but what I will say is, forget cheating. How did a molesting a child come into play?
Right.
Forget cheating.
Right. There's something to that.
It's got to be
There's
something.
You don't just come up with that out of thin air.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he said infidelity is not the reason for doing it, because it's got something to do with the child.
No, because he said, I want to clear that up, that this is not what this is about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The infidelity.
It wasn't a confession.
Right. I want that. This is right.
You need to go back and watch that by yourself.
No. Look, it's literally. I'm gonna rewind it.
You're not gonna rewind it.
Look,
we ain't got time for that.
No, that part right there. See that?
There's none of that going on. That's not the purpose. That's not the reason for this.
There's none of that going on. That's not the reason for the. He didn't say no, that it's not going on. He said that's not the reason.
You are a man, so you speak man. So maybe he was cheating. That's fine.
Speak man.
But I still like the fact that he's like, I'm gonna get my wife back.
That's nice.
Which also probably indicates that he's guilty, because like he's fighting.
Are you speaking man now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Because I've dealt with liars, so.
Oh, yeah. We all have somewhere. We all have. Good luck. Judge Mathis.
39 years. Like,
you the
who
best.
wants to get back out on the dating market at 39 years of marriage?
Look, I'm 42 and I don't want to get back out there. Then again, I ain't married.
It's trash.
It is trash. It is very trash. It ain't where it's at.
Stay in your marriage.
Okay.
39 years.
You make it work.
Y'all ain't even got to look at each other at this point. Just live together.
Don't part with that
bills.
You know, he don't want to part with that $25 million.
Oh, yeah. Because, yeah.
A Long Island woman by the name of Dr. Amy Tang Shan, I think, died a couple of weeks ago from anaphylaxis. She was at a amusement park, a Disney amusement park, and her husband cannot sue Disney. Let's find out why.
Craziness.
Husband of a doctor who died in Disney World can't sue the company because years ago he signed up for Disney Plus. Last year, when Amy Tang Swan, an NYU Langone doctor from Long Island, was eating at Raglan Road in Disney Springs, she was vigilant to tell the waiter about her severe allergy to nuts and dairy. The waiter guaranteed her meal will be allergen-free, according to her husband's lawsuit. But Amy soon died from anaphylaxis due to elevated levels of dairy and nuts in her system. Her husband, Jeffrey Piccolo, sued Disney after her death, but the conglomerate asked a Florida court to throw out the case because of the fine print on its Disney Plus app, which requires users to arbitrate all disputes with the company, meaning he can't sue Disney. Disney also says Piccolo okayed a similar agreement when he bought Epcot tickets online. Legal experts say this case could set a precedent. Think of all the subscriptions you sign up for. You may be signing consumer arbitration agreements all the time, and courts have ruled them enforceable.
You know what, though? Disney lawyers were sharp on that one.
I just think that is so, like, that's sneaky.
It's trash.
Conniving.
It's trash. It is. It's trash. But I wonder if they get it shut down. Right? Let's say.
Get what shut down? Disney?
No.
Oh.
No. I wonder if the judge does say, according to this, you sign these. You sign up for Disney, and it says that you can't. Then you guys have to arbitrate it. Case closed. I wonder if Disney is actually going to compensate them for their error because, just out of good faith. Because they killed her.
Yeah,
right?
But still, there's not a dollar amount that can, make up for the fact that this woman died.
Well, that's true. There's not a dollar amount that can make up for it. There's a dollar amount that can help you feel better. And so...
yeah, it's crazy. So it's like if you Netflix and chilling with somebody and it's like a horrible time, you can't, sue Netflix.
Nope. Even if that person kills you with the D. That is not Netflix fault.
Nope. The TikTok creator Jules LeBron is facing a legal battle over the terms that made the TikTok viral. Very mindful, very demure. Let's check it out.
It's the trademark battle that's far from being demure. TikToker Jules LeBron skyrocketing to fame after going viral with this phrase.
It's not very mindful.
It's hard to do my makeup for work. Very demure, very mindful.
That TikTok viewed more than 48 million times and taking the internet by storm.
You see how I get my nails done?
Very mindful, very classy, and very demure.
Even Demure. And Jamie Lee Curtis.
Straight hair, very demure. Wearing a seatbelt, very mindful.
And J-Lo getting in on the action.
See how I do this when I drink from the bottle? Very demure.
And while Jules made the phrase popular, others are now staking their claim to take ownership of it. One Washington man named Jefferson Bates going as far as filing a trademark application for it.
Jefferson kind of got there first. He has the ability to say that he filed for a trademark before Jules did, even though she has used it on her own. Jules LeBron herself can actually petition that this trademark doesn't go through.
The phrase is meant to evoke a certain refined, proper way of being.
When I take a bite, I don't get sauce all over my face. Very polite, very classy, very demure.
But with the drama ensuing over who was ultimately the most mindful in making a claim, the question now remains as to who may be the most demure after all.
I just feel like I hate social media.
I'm annoyed.
Why?
I'm annoyed. First of all, because nobody The people that are using it don't know what it means. Otherwise, they wouldn't be using it that way.
Cares?
Everybody,
It's social
I
media.
care. But that.
Y'all say diabolical like y'all know what's really diabolical.
First of all, I don't know what diabolical means. You are diabolical. Second of all,
the feeling is mutual.
Everybody's using it because somebody. I cannot stand this generation. Even though we reported last week on Martin doing the
give me my money. Yeah.
I'm highly irritated by all of it.
Because everybody's just doing it.
I hate it.
That's why it's called a trend.
I hate it. I'm not a trendy person. I'm gonna do any. And if I see somebody doing something, I will intentionally do something different. Matter of fact, I didn't even get my ear pierced until I was 30 because it was so popular when we was in the 80s and 90s. Outside of the fact that my parents probably wouldn't let me have it.
What it's called is rebellion. You're a rebel. It doesn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me the sexy chocolate god of a man I am.
Not very demure. Just saying.
Just the fact that they doing it.
Exactly.
Because somebody else did. Like, you don't have any. Like, there's no originality. There's none of that. Everybody got to do the same thing that the last person does. That irritates my soul.
Obviously. Thus, the lawsuit. So, the fact that they jumped on the trend and somebody is like, oh, well, let me trademark it, even though I'm not popular.
I think they need to put a law somewhere in American law that you can't trademark words. I think that's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because somebody was using very demure before it became popular to use. And now I can't use it because everybody made it popular to use.
When did you use the word demure before it became...
never used it.
Exactly.
But other people have used it. Read books. It's in there. And now all of a sudden I can't write it in a book. If everybody... I'm going to trademark the word everybody. I dare you to use it. I'm going to say it dope. Like I'm going to think of something. Everybody. And I'm going to do a TikTok that says everybody.
You sound constipated.
Everybody will when I start getting all the money from everybody. That's right.
You're just dumb.
I'm just irritated about all of it. Officials have discovered the bodies of 2 elderly people during a search of a missing California couple last seen at a nudist ranch over the weekend. Let's check it out.
Why are old people at a nudist ranch?
We're going to find out. Maybe.
Officials have discovered human remains under a home in Redlands, California. The man who owns that home is suspected of murdering his neighbors, an elderly couple who call a nudist ranch home. Fox 11's Mathis Cheating is in Redlands, and he has more on the story. He joins us now. Matt, what can you tell us?
A nudist ranch in San Bernardino County now devastated.
It's sad. It should have never happened.
The almost week-long search for Daniel and Stephanie Menard ending Friday with their next-door neighbor, Royce Sparks, arrested for murder. The couple's possible remains discovered underneath his home.
We've located human remains. We believe that Dan and Stephanie are deceased.
Irene and Kraft noticed the couple's car abandoned on a nearby road Sunday, and when they didn't show up to church, she went to their house.
We went in, and there was Stephanie's purse, and their phones were still there and everything. That's when we knew something. He didn't like the Menards. You know, he said it many times they hated them.
Why they didn't let this one put a shirt on?
Do something like that.
So many questions about this story. It's the woman.
What, the woman with no clothes on? You could tell she out on that beach faithfully. She was so red.
She told them news camera people, she's like, look, I'm not putting on clothes for nobody. I came down there to be on the nudist ranch, and nude is what I will be.
Oh my gosh. So basically what we just watched was a porn because she's recorded naked.
Pretty much. She wasn't doing any activities, though.
We don't know that. We couldn't see the bottom half.
You think her hands would...
We didn't see her hands.
You know what? You would. You would.
That's interesting.
No, what cracks me up is, as they said, that they started getting suspicious when the couple didn't show up to church. So at a nudist colony, do they?
Yes, they put on clothes.
How do you know?
Because how do you know? The beach is the nude part. They not about to show up to the.
No, this is a nudist ranch.
So that means everything they do on there, they're gonna be naked?
Nudity is allowed throughout this.
They not showing up to the house of the Lord in their birthdays. They not doing that.
The preacher would be standing right up there.
No, gosh. Well,
berries dangling.
Oh, that's. Oh. Yeah, that's not okay.
Can you imagine them pews, though?
I don't want to imagine anything.
Can you imagine them pews?
No.
People don't be wiping their butts good. You be sitting your bare butt on them hard pews. Sitting there. We worship you.
Where do your mind be?
It's the nudist comedy. It's just funny to me. I don't.
It's the battery acid, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Do black people go to nude beaches?
I don't know. I would imagine.
Have you ever been there?
Nope, not been there. I would probably go though.
You would?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you only live once.
So you got to go show your ass?
I didn't say I was gonna be nude.
You said you would go.
You don't have to be. Clothing is optional at nude beach. There's no rules that you have to be.
That's so perverted, though. Like, oh, I'm too good to take off my clothes, but I'm gonna come and watch you naked. That's like.
It is kind of weird.
That's
though.
weird. Like, if you're gonna go be weird, be all the way weird. Don't half-ass your weirdness.
I don't know. I think I just go to say I went and laugh at people, point and laugh.
You are an interesting human being.
I am, and that's the reason why I don't follow TikTok trends, because I'm an interesting human being.
There you go. In a new segment of What the Hell, we have a church edition. Let's take a look.
I prophesy supernatural weight loss. Wait! And this will be a sign.
As you declared the instant weight loss, her pants became super loose. We have witnesses around her that were saying her pants were so tight. And when she stood up after the video, her pants are completely loose, just like the testimony in the video. This is an instant testimony.
This is a game.
There's God in the house.
God is
in the house. This is crazy. This is crazy.
And I said, as a man of God, this will be a sign.
Of what?
That this week will be a supernatural week. Are you shocked?
I have like a faja underneath to get into the jeans that I wanted this morning, and I'm wearing it now, and this is loose. Like this is it's like even the faja is loose, man of God. And if you're a lady, you know the faja gets tighter by the minute of the day. The faja itself is loose. Come on, you can make this up.
They on some good drugs.
I went down a jean size almost.
Felicia here said her pants were feeling tight as well, but now they are much looser than before. She's experiencing miracle weight loss right before our eyes.
I bet it's thinking here. Because all they did was farted. That's where that weight went. They was bloated.
That's funny. Apostle Gregory or Apostle Jerry Mickle.
What church is it?
Grace Nation, USA. This nigga said, signs and wonders.
Supernatural
live
weight loss.
Grace Nation. Come experience yourself.
That reminds me of that, was it Marlon M., the Wayans brothers, when they were doing the Goop There It Is?
I don't remember seeing that one.
How do you not?
I don't remember seeing that one. I don't.
Where they put the cream stuff on their scalp, and then it's like their hair was real long.
Okay.
That's what it reminded me of. So maybe they should do a supernatural miracle for your head. I'm just saying.
I don't want to report the news anymore. I feel attacked. I feel
attacked that you wanted to put that in there. That was just the dumbest shit I've seen all year.
I agree, and that's the reason why it's called What the Hell.
Oh, okay, I guess. I want to lose weight too.
Go ahead and inbox Dr. Jerry Mickle here.
I like cookies.
My friend here keeps eating cookies.
Yeah.
And
my weight's staying on.
She need one of your miracles.
I think I look funny if I lost a lot of weight.
You know what crazy thing about that is that people do be looking funny.
I know.
Look at Al Roker.
I don't know who that is. Star Jones. She's a bobblehead.
Al Roker.
I don't know who that is.
You don't remember the?
I do.
When he was big, now he's actually starting to look a little normal. Big Boy.
Oh yeah,
Big Boy.
yeah. I bet that was Ozempic.
Really?
Because his face sunk in and stuff.
Yeah. And what's his name? Guy from that American Idol show.
Last name
Randy Jackson. Yeah. You seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks sick at first. Like when they lose all that weight, the heaviest thing on them is their teeth. Yeah, but it looks like their teeth be wearing their head down. Like look at this picture. His teeth look heavy, and they don't even look like they don't even look like veneers. They might be, but his teeth looks heavy. Some people should just stay fat.
This is true. Agreed. A healthy fat.
Yeah, because fluffy doesn't mean ugly.
Yeah. No, not at all. By any means. Now that Demure dude, that wasn't mindful.
Jules LeBron is a beautiful woman.
I get tired of y'all. Calling everybody beautiful. That is, I'm gonna trademark that so y'all can stop using it.
No, because everybody has beauty within them.
That's
the
a lie.
In the eye of the beholder.
That is
somebody that you might be attracted to. Somebody else might look at that person and be like, "Bullshit."
You do not. If you was a woman.
If I was a woman.
I mean, my bad.
Yeah, hypothetically, if I was a woman, what?
You mean to tell me if you was a man, you would talk to him?
Talk to who?
Mindful Demure dude. You said he was beautiful.
Please
do. I'm waiting.
If I was a man, I would want someone who was born a woman.
What does that have to do with what I said? You said he was beautiful.
You said if I would talk to him.
Right.
So if I was a man, I wouldn't talk to him not because he's not beautiful.
But that's beside the point. We are talking about his physical appearance.
Physical appearance, I can tell that he was not born a woman. Which is not, not a bad thing.
You're skating around the topic.
No, I answered your question. You answered it because
you didn't.
Men are narcissists.
What is that? I can tell what type of woman you are. You one of those. you one of those women.
You're gonna never be able to tell.
You are one of those women that you get into an argument and you never solve the topic. You just be.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I actually have to leave with a resolution. Otherwise, I will talk about it for years.
Okay, then let's resolute or resolve the issue that beauty is not in the eye of the beholder.
It is.
There are some ugly people. Just say it.
But those ugly people are beautiful to somebody other than their mother. It be some of the ugliest men out here with some of the prettiest women.
They have money.
No, not always. Trust me.
Biggie did.
Huh?
Biggie did.
But even still.
Even still what?
Faith was probably attracted to him.
Because of how he made her feel? Yeah, but she wasn't like, nigga, you fine. She never called him fine. She never said that. She never said, "Ooh, look at my handsome man." I guarantee you'll never find a soundbite or a video of her ever saying, "Ooh, Biggie, you fine. My man's fine."
Another example. Because I was dumb.
What?
Method Man. Everybody thinks he's a beautiful man, but there are some women out here who do not think that.
You think though, so.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
See?
But I'm not every woman. I'm just saying.
This is pointless because you don't be being honest.
You know what's pointless?
What?
You being in that seat. Because I can clearly just do this by myself.
I would rather you do it by yourself.
Go to the next story. Did you know?
I don't know what. Oh.
That Instagram
Nobody cares.
Added a feature to add music to your profile like they did back in the day on MySpace? Did you know that?
I don't think anybody knew it or cares. Let me guess, you did it.
I did.
You would.
And I have T.I. playing as we speak.
What's the song?
Live your life.
Can we pull your Instagram page up live?
My cookie is on my phone.
Oh, Lord.
Little crumb ain't hurt nobody.
First it was a sandwich.
Shut up. So when you go to my page, where'd it go? Oh, no, here it is. But
how long does it play?
I don't know. Who cares? I'm not even on Instagram that long to hear the song. But
you just had to do it.
Yeah.
When'd you find out?
Literally this morning. But it's been on there for a while, and I just didn't know. All you had to do was edit your profile.
I don't think anybody cares.
But forget the music. Like, I want them to, like, have the glitter that falls down on the page. Like, oh, like, that was so dope back in the day. That's all I cared about.
You know what I wanted to talk about? There's one more thing I didn't put in here. The ignorance of TikTok.
What's ignorant about TikTok?
Everything, first of all.
No, it's a very educational app. I learned so much. I actually go to TikTok University, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to graduate soon.
Yeah. People just be going live to make money, right?
Yeah. Like the NPR people.
Have you seen some of the things that people do to make money?
Yeah.
So there's this
Thank
girl.
you for the rose. Thank you for the rose.
You know who I'm talking about?
Probably.
Gang, 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 gang. B-Rose, beautiful. Gang, 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 gang. Your ice cream so good. Go crazy, go crazy. Your ice cream so good. Your ice cream so good. Your ice cream so good. Gang, 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 gang. Your ice cream so good. Gang, 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 gang. Dance, gang, gang. No.
But do you know how much she makes?
Gang, 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 gang,
Yes.
gang, gang,
Shut
gang,
up.
gang, 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 gang.
She has... This is what bothers me, because that is mindless. I need them to give her a brain scan, because I think upstairs, after doing that, gang, 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 ice cream so good. Pop. I don't think her brain works anymore. After an hour of
Do
that,
you know how much she makes?
she's got to make a lot, because there are last time I checked, 1.2 million people that are entertained by that.
She
I don't live on this planet anymore.
How in, I think, 4 hours, she made like $10,000. Just doing that. Because when people are sending you the rose and all the stuff that she's thanking for, that's money. It's very small amounts of money, but it adds up. You got 1 million people in there.
I don't understand. I'm sure you know.
My favorite one is the Superman guy.
Haven't seen
Miles Morales. He jumps off of walls and stuff for hours.
First of all, that's Spider-Man.
Who did I say? Superman?
Yes.
See,
your brain is gone too.
No, I'm just a grown-up.
Have you seen these guys? My brother sent this to me. I'm going to fast forward it till they actually get somewhere, because they sit here.
Hey, Harry, welcome. Ooh, I like the building. Big love, like turn up for them. Big money. Big love.
Look at that.
Big love, like
And where are they at? Surrounded by rocks, and there's just a random puddle of water.
Who's paying these people? And why? Look, if I go on live and I'm going to pay somebody, this guy's name is JaVale Roan.
We love him.
Yes. But see?
That's quality content.
This I would pay for.
Yeah.
It's family, by the way.
I love him. I know his family. We'll go together too.
Yeah, that's right, Slayer. That's right.
And that's my phone.
Yeah. Talent.
Yes.
Talent. This man should be having 2 million followers. But no, This world wants to follow. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Gang, 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 gang. Hot dog.
I agree with you for once. And that don't happen often. But
some,
JaVale, yeah, he deserves that.
But for some reason, you got smart just now. Whatever. People, that is all. Go ahead. It's your
That's
sign.
all we have today for CMC Studios.
That's right.
Please like, comment, subscribe,
and
share, and request that Rod is removed from the show immediately.
It's not going to happen.
Until next time, I'm Taisha.
And I'm the indelible Rod Carter. And if you don't know,
now you know.